Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for May 2nd, 2022. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com. To access her Zoom call, we're going to scroll down, look for the Zoom banner, and click where it says click here.
For the mind, and I'm going to okay, not so much. Let's look at supercharge. Okay, so we've got a high. We could go ahead now, and that's for the supercharger. Let's just go in. And you can do this in any way you want, but this doesn't seem to me to hurt anything. So let's charge object. We're going to go there. Cell phones. My little extra L isn't working. Let's just see this. So everything I did over the weekend, I did priority for Qi and also testing the time. Let's just see, 24-hour charger. Example for just while we're doing this, all the kids that go so crazy. See, we want 24 hours on that. Go so crazy at the rock concerts, and they stand there almost like you've got a bunch of religious fanatics with their arms up in the air, screaming and hollering, and they've spent a fortune. Some of them don't have money for gas to get home, and have we kind of become slaves to the celebrities who have their very expensive lifestyles because of us? Is that worth thinking about? Well, let's just go ahead.
Hey, Cathy.
Yeah.
I have a question. Ask a question.
Yeah.
Are you charging that because you've got a number there versus clearing it?
Yeah. Just because of the code, I'm charging the code.
Oh, okay.
You definitely could clear, and there's so many ways we could do.
But you wouldn't clear it with the number. You would just leave the number off?
Yeah, I wouldn't put the number because the numbers are positive, so you wouldn't want to clear the number.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just do what resonates, whatever. This is a good one, too. I don't want to keep crawling when I have the ability to fly. Oops, sorry about that. Again, look at that chronic stress there. That's one of the things we don't realize, none of us, is the extreme power that we came in with our mind. Let's amp that up. And I would say if a person has specific goals or anything like, if you test it for a priority for your Qi, and if it resonates, you could probably do quite a bit of successful work, since these are all emitting energy anyway. Okay, so we could probably do a shin there with that. Clear thinking with split mind. Yeah, and a little bit of stress there, but we have the potential energetically. And all of these things, you can actually read about these things from the source. So it sounds very conspiracy, but when you actually start to investigate, it may not be. And you know, I think you all know now that the CIA coined the term conspiracy theory back in '61. I guess they knew we were going to be like, okay, look at that one. We're ready for that, to clear negative tech agendas. And you see, this kind of information has been coming out. We want to deprogram media programming. Let's see how that looks. Again, I think a lot of people are starting to wake up to some of these things, take responsibility to creating a life of See, some of this is just the way it reads, but that's a few grammatical things, but we do have the code for creating a life of personal freedom, health, and prosperity. That looks pretty good. We're ready for that. Freedom from destructive emotions and mental programming. And if you get the habit of, and probably this group has it, of double checking even the fact checkers with things like the Freedom of Information Act, you'll find what we want. We want discernment, because a lot of the information we're getting is not correct. It's not true. Whether or not they know it's true or not is another, or not true is another topic. And again, this probably would be mainstream and alternative, but I don't have that code yet. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. My computer's acting up a little bit. Isn't that interesting? As we continue to do that, the computer doesn't want to cooperate. Well, let's just go on down our list. I may have to finish it up later. Disassemble the inversion matrix, end the mind control conspiracy, and neutralize the political power of sociopaths. Are you all familiar with the concept of sociopath? Oh, yay, all right. The sociopath, and some believe it might be a brain frontal lobe. It may be something genetic. But the essence, as I've read, is no conscience. And so there is no empathy or ability to feel. Look at that. To feel any empathy or pain for anyone else, even if you yourself were the cause of it. And I can't recall. I think the numbers are 1 out of 25 right now are born that way. Okay, again, now our numbers are looking a little bit better as we get higher. And my computer is really acting up with all this. We've got some power there as a group. And then let's quickly, now I'll send this list out when I do these blog posts. If any kind of a list is used, I'll send it to those of you that have been on the Zoom. So you will have it.
Thank you, Cathy.
Really getting, oh, there we go. All right, so let's look. Putting this in here, corrupted and manipulated by mass mind control. The reason that's probably such a corruption, just a few thoughts, and I'm getting started for tomorrow. Some things, the mind is a super powerhouse. We're working on understanding that. There's unlimited capacity. We've got to work with it, with imagination, intelligence, and there's a term for it actually, active intelligence. That means you got to look at some things you might not really think could be possibly true. And we're unlimited. It's a gift we have, and our mind, maybe one way to look at it, it's the architect of our destiny. And that, that's kind of hard to see when your destiny is not taking shape the way you want it to take shape. So I'm not saying there aren't some other factors that we don't understand. It's not as easy as, well, think it and it happens. It gets complicated. But I think this kind of work could be a real positive way to make some steps. Infinite intelligence. And basically, if you read, you begin to wonder if, in some sense, since we do operate like software, our minds could have been hacked. That's kind of shockingly what you come to. So in reference to this, we see we have a little stress with the liver meridians. Reproductive, what is really trying to act up? Okay, there's a little stress related to black magic, which probably is us doing it to ourselves with our thoughts. Anti-aging. And this is what we're working on. The focus is the brain. Now, once we get through all of this in reference to the power of our mind in this respect, our next topic is stroke, which that's what we resonated for over the weekend to start once this is finished. It's, the third leading cause of death, and we need to look at that. Let's just go right now, though, for this moment in time, brain vitality. Okay, looking pretty good. Liver, bacteria. Look at the stress related to adrenals. And as you can see, and I want to say again, you don't have to do all the things I'm doing. You can hit your wonder click and have a phenomenal session. This is my full-time work. It's a little different for me, but the software is actually designed to hit the wonder click. And then as you continue to hit the wonder click and clear a few of the, maybe the disconnects with that infinite field of wisdom, you might have a lot of synchronicities, all kinds of wonderful things happen. So I don't want to give the wrong impression that you have to sit and do this kind of thing, because you do not. It's my choice. Let's look now at stress related to thyroid. Look at that. We got
I remember hearing that from Ray about just using the wonder click.
Yeah, just hit the wonder click, and it's powerful. But remember, this powerful brain we have is set up so that, for example, hit the wonder click and go on with your day if that's what your schedule is. But if you have time to look, for example, we see right now we've got some, at this moment in time, all subtle, not in the physical body, we've got some stress related to the thyroid. We just tested that. We put it in the Gong. if that keeps coming up, we might want to take a deeper look, might want to go to the doctor, that kind of thing. You can see the layers. This is going down. There's your enzyme balance. That's a big stress for a lot of Americans because we still don't take enzymes before we eat. Let's just put enzyme to lack of enzymes. How about that? And again, it's doing better, but it's in there. We can, and then you might, for example, if that continues to show up, it's like when the amino acids kept showing up, that kind of stress. You might want to do further look, talk to your doctor, get a supplement if you test it out, that kind of thing. You know, there's the pericardium. Let's just see if we want, for example, the pericardium cocktail. Yeah, we do. So let's go in here. And then we can go up to the find options. Just take a look. Okay. So the parts of brain associated with the pericardium, there's a little stress. Let's see what else we've got. Just we can take a quick look. Okay, that's all. So just douse that in. And one of the things in this list, I noticed it didn't come up today, but I did send us some energy for this over the weekend. If you really want to boil it down, I'm getting there. Well, it's not in here. Is our neural circuitry. Maybe I put that at the top. It's all right. I'll have to find it now. I don't have it. Maybe it's in the other computer. But this really all boils down to our neural circuitry, and that ties into addiction and so many other things. So let's just check a couple of other things, and then that's it. Let's see if we want to have the golden mesh. Nope. Let's just for fun see if we want the spider cocktail. No, that's not it. Snake cocktail. You remember that? Which is basically just nutrition. Yep, we'll take that one. And with that, we're ready to go. If you choose, those of you who are interested, there's a lot of information out there on what we talked about today. It's worth being aware because we are creating our reality. It'd be nice to create it as we desire, don't you think? And so with that, we're done for today. Check out the blog because this work will now be posted about with the screencast so you'll be able to see it. And if we have any new type of list, I'll send it out. Well, thanks a lot, you guys. Have a wonderful
Thanks, Cathy. Have a good week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Cathy, have a good day.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well. YouTube disclaimer, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only.